We are at AMP, Atlanta Motorsports Park, and I'm going to be driving today. The track is kind of wet. I see them out there blowing stuff off, which would be cool. This track looks a lot of fun, lots of elevation. Kind of a short, tighter track with one really fast straightaway with sweeper in it. Never been here. I honestly didn't do as much studying as I probably should have for this track. It's kind of at the point like getting exhausted, and my bigger focus has just been looking after the car. So if I have to give up a second or two on track to make sure the car keeps running, I have to. Yeah, I mean, obviously if the car's not running, we're not turning laps. So I'll give up a little bit of time, not knowing the track very well, to make sure that knowing the car is good to go. Last night's transit was much better than Texas, mostly because it wasn't bloody hot. It wasn't like 95 degrees. We have the defroster set up to work, but we have no valve to like shut off the heat. So the heat is always going through the heater core, and there's always some air pressure going through the HVAC box and into the car. Even if we have the fan off, you're still getting some heat. So in the past, I'm from Texas, like we just had to deal with it. It's hot as fuck outside, plus the heat's on, windows are down. It's kind of miserable, and you're sweaty. Yesterday, the rain kind of sucked a little bit at first because everything's wet, and then you have to have the windows down, so you're getting a little wet. But as soon as that cold front came in from that storm, temps dropped like 15 degrees. It was like, oh, that's so nice. And we were able to actually run with the windows like halfway up last night, and the heater being, half on or whatever didn't bother us at all. Still got in around 2:30ish. So we have to stop every 100 and some miles, like 100, basically every 100 miles we usually plan to stop, refuel. And lost an hour with the time zone change, plus the dinner. Yeah, it's a late night. Woke up this morning to start the car. Coolant temp wasn't even to ambient yet. It's like 110.
When you woke up this morning and you opened the door to the hotel, did you know which way to turn?
No, I did not know which way. Look left, right. Stop for a second. I'll just walk this way.
This did happen because I had the big car. Turn the right way, and I'm walking down the hall, and I'm like, turn around, and there's a fire exit sign. No, I'm going the right way. And last night, I was getting on the elevator, and some guy's like, y'all racing here? I'm like, yeah, we're going to, what day is it? Yeah, we're going to Atlanta Motorsports Park. He's like, oh. And then, some reason I told him we're in New Orleans. He's like, well, that's a drive. I said, yeah, yesterday we're in Dallas. What?
All right, buddy.
Got this. On the brakes before the timing light. Nice job.
This track has lots of blind stuff, blind corners.
Oh, blind.
Yeah, you like over a crest, like I don't know where to be. Oh shit! Oh, need to be over here. A lot of gotcha stuff from watching videos, walking it and stuff. Like you don't realize how much like just where the car needs to be placed going down a straightaway, how important that is until you drive this and it's like, oh, it's blind there. I can't see it, and I need to make sure the car's here because there's a crest and fun track, man.
Nice job.
That was
That looked fun.
it definitely a lot of fun. It I played it really safe. Like
You look fast.
I was just a few spots like there's at least 8 blind spots on the track where you can't see where you need to have the car.
Yeah.
So you need to like pick out reference points everywhere to know where the car should be.
Yeah.
And yeah, afternoon will be faster.
I want it to be so when someone says, "Oh, did you see the green S2000?" You knew which car it was.
Coming over here, that last turn was so fun.
It's cool.
You just, oh fuck, it's so fast.
The first lap I turned in so late, and I was actually like out to the curbs, and then the last lap I was like already grabbed 5th and like really committed, and I never even got.
I deadly stay away from any curving with paint. After I almost ripped
really?
it. You saw me, I was riding the scooter, just like in a straight, and also poof, I slipped out on the paint. I'm like, fucking A.
I forgot about that.
So I did not want to touch any paint.
The afternoon event is canceled, so eat some lunch, drive. So we're going to do parade laps, so we're going to head down. Maybe we can get a little extra sleep tonight. Maybe we can run Lanier. We'll see what happens. But I apologize, but the track did us a great favor by letting us run this morning, and I'm not going to abuse that.
They canceled last session because of sound. I guess we blew sound a bit the first session, so sound, yeah, too loud. So if they blow it again, I think the track gets fined. So he's just not gonna run the next session, I guess. So now we're gonna go to here somewhere. wall and back on it. It planted. Car felt
you
great.
and
Yeah, this week so far, its strong point is definitely the suspension and handling and light nimbleness. Just grip. We have more grip than the other guys. We're down on power, but grip, making it all up there. I mean, it's cleared on the straights when you watch this car go, and the other cars, I mean, they got 20, 30 miles an hour on us down the straights. So all the time is in the corners with this car. So that's due to suspension, the aero, all that stuff, all working. It's getting more intense all the time, especially now, because it's like we have 2 days left. That's all we gotta do, 2 more tracks. Huh? I just wanted to finish. Just finish. He can place 10th if he wants. Yeah. All right.
Cool. Your heart calm down.
It's coming down. It can't like stop completely. It has to work itself.
Everybody walks. Swarms.
Brandon beat me too. Stupid power crack.
What did he get?
He beat me by like half seconds.
Where are you on officially right now?
I don't know. Behind Shaky Dog. That's all I know.
I'm trying everything I can think of.
I felt like I should have done better than that.
Watch your video. That's always the trick, is being able to push it that fast. First lap, no warm up, new track.
Right.
It's yeah. Just don't overdo it.
Trying to get the car parallel on throttle past that point. Okay. So you can roll off the brake much sooner. You can probably brake just a little bit, and then like that's the point where the car gets a little bit caught.
Fast. Turn in earlier than you think, because the track, it makes a right and then it kind of keeps gradually going forward. You'll be fine. You're gonna be fast.
Fast boy.
I think this is probably the first time you've been to this track. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I've never been here before. Seen it on iRacing a bunch. Watched a bunch of video, but it's not the same as being out there in the car. Yeah.
You getting antsy?
Yep.
Just calm down.
You calm down. I'm calm. I was way calmer this morning, and look where that got me. Get amped, son.
You have to find the balance. There's a balance. Oh, let's go to Gingerman. At least the truck's a lot closer.
Much better. Attacked the course way better than before. Didn't get turn three right at all, but the rest of the track felt really good. Like really good. I'd be surprised if I didn't get significantly faster. I did walk it. Just I didn't want to be like that arrogant guy. Just if something goes wrong, I don't want to be. Oh, that's the guy that didn't walk it, and it didn't go well. So
It's like ceremonial. You're getting that piece with the track.
yeah. I was looking for like, you know, is there anything weird? Is there any dirt? Is there, you know, anything I should be avoiding?
Frost.
And there wasn't.
The key thing is just getting everything back into your mental,
Yeah.
you know, subconscious, and just bringing it all back before you go out there. Like, you know the track, but do you know every little detail yet? Like,
Right.
you always go back out there and like after the first
There's
few
always
laps,
more.
you just start remembering like the little. Here's a little black strip on the pavement where you want to place the car.
Recap from yesterday. Where were we yesterday? Oh, we were at Summit Point. Oh man.
Sum it up for it.
Redemption. So Summit Point in West Virginia, just outside of Washington D.C., is where we were at yesterday. I was driving. First session, I was super tentative, way too conservative. Ended up P11 with the Shaky Dog guys 4 spots ahead of us, so they gained 20 points on us. And then in the afternoon, so I basically spent the whole gap between the morning and the afternoon watching video, trying to psych myself up. All of my teammates, including the Shaky Dog guys who are trying to catch us, came over, gave me a little pep talk, gave me advice, you know, talked to them about how to get your head in the right space. In the afternoon, went out and I feel like I nailed it. Got P3, 4 spots ahead of the Shaky Dog guys, so we gained then another 20 points on them. Yeah, so overall a good day. The commute sucked for me, but I didn't drive any of it, so I probably had the best commute of anybody. And it really sucked for Andy. He drove the entire thing for some reason. The car had some weird electrical issues again. So we were going down the freeway, we had the heater on, we had the fans on, we had the lights on, we had the wipers on, and all of a sudden the wipers shut off, and then the car just started free revving. Basically the GCU had lost power, so it shut the GCU off. Well, talked to our PDM people overnight, and where we've got it mounted is right where the heater blows in, so we got it pretty hot, and what happens is as it gets too hot it starts shutting the outputs off. But good to know that it's a temperature thing. We can mitigate it by popping the cover off there and letting that heat get out. Probably was something to do with our issue in Dallas as well now. No, I know. I think we should split it, and I think it would be better if we both drove this track. So I was trying to make him drive yesterday because he kind of got screwed on like Memphis.
Yeah,
Got screwed.
That's kind of sucky.
And AMP got caught. So it's like all the fun stuff got cut for you.
And this is a very fun track.
Yeah.
And he likes the track. You like the track. Makai and I think we're gonna split it.
We'll get plenty of time here throughout the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make him grab it.
I'm not driving in the morning.
I get your suit
Why are you being a wuss right now?
because I want to split it. I think it'd be better. I think it'd be more fun. That's why.
Why don't you drive first session and then maybe we split
No,
it?
because then you'll be a dick in the afternoon.
Be a dick in the afternoon. I don't have my suit anymore. I left it. Look, he's already got his racing gloves on.
Well, shit, we're gonna lose them.
And it's your fault.
on scooter, go ride the track. Huh?
Too tired. I drove the entire transit last night.
Well, then you're well practiced.
And I'm what?
Well practiced in driving this car. You finally got your shit together.
Yeah. for letting me drive. That was fun. How does one person have so much determination? I don't understand. I've not met another person who's harder working and determined and relentless like you, but in a way that's so humble.
Right.
Like, it's just incredible.
I mean, I feel like I have a lot into this car, but it's an embarrassingly small amount of effort compared to what you have into this car. And so, I mean, for years I've been saying it doesn't feel like my car. And it's not. It's ours. It's never getting sold. Even if it becomes a museum piece at some
Right.
point, it's never getting sold.
All right, let's prep it for next session.
been through Indiana, we've been through Tennessee, been to Texas, we've been to Louisiana, so we've been to Georgia, we've been to West Virginia, and now we're back up in Michigan. So it kind of feels like a lap of America.
We were hoping to do a little bit better on the dry
Yeah.
skid pad, but I think we ended up probably like third or fourth, maybe fifth.
No.
Let's check this out. No, not even
No.
that. Sixth, seventh, 10th. We just drove 3,800 miles in this very loud and obnoxious car.
But we made it.
We did overall position 2 and first in class. I feel super exhausted, but excited, definitely excited. Didn't think we'd even finish, so not only did we finish, we were actually in a podium, which is huge in one lap. If you can podium, that's
Mega.
Yep. And we did P2 right behind the ZR1 with Tomo behind the wheel. So it was Tomo and Steve in a 2019 or 18 ZR1? 17.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's pretty stock, newish ZR1 with like 700 horse and.
Oh man, we beat a whole bunch of GT3s, a GT2 RS being driven by Ross Bentley.
But yeah, there was a lot of GT3s, GT2 RSs, McLaren, lots of Corvettes.
Yeah,
I don't know what
a couple M3s.
There's just a very big mix of cars.
Another S2.
Yeah, definitely the most memorable part was probably Gingerman. Kind of a home track, felt good to be back. Last track on the circuit, so just getting there, knew that we were so close. Car just had to make those last few sessions. Yeah, and then getting to drive Gingerman that last session, and I feel like that was probably one of the better drives I've had. I don't know. I felt good to be back there, and I don't know. It was kind of a weird 3 laps. I could keep backing up to like when all of this started and the car, and I mean it's kind of been a lot, all finally coming to like real life and then having it happen and stuff. So it was special.
Yeah, that moment's going to be memorable for a long time, I think. When Annie came out after doing that incredible performance for myself. Summit Point was a lot of fun, and the improvement I was able to make there, I like that. I think that was pretty memorable. The car shutting itself off on the freeway, or the GCU shutting itself off on the freeway, that was one of those heart-stopping moments.
Yes.
That
memorable for sure, not like maybe a positive.
Right.
But I mean that's one lap though, like the ups and downs, and that's what I think at the end, like going through, like you won't experience the high unless you experience the low, right? So one lap is just constantly up and down and up and down. So like it does something to you, and that whole week when you're finally done, it's just you're ready to get off that roller coaster. Yeah, I would just like to thank everyone that helps put on this event. It's a lot of work kind of organizing everything, so thank you everyone from One Lap and Tire Rack for putting it on. And then thanks all the competitors too. I mean, everyone's so helpful. We've been really lucky. We've got to kind of tag along with Brandon and Mackay with the RS, and the Shaky Dog and Tom, and like just all those people we got to run with them. And just having them there, you know, they're a competitor, but they're also like, they're helping us. I mean, they were giving us advice on how to drive tracks, and you know, if we needed help with anything at all, they're there. So I mean, it's just very, very rare to have an event where your competitors are also your people that are pushing you and helping you. So yeah, and thanks to everyone that's just kind of watching and rooting for us. I mean, that's kind of our motivation sometimes to just keep going and makes some of those transits a little less annoying to be able to read the comments and stuff that people leave. So
Thank you, Paul, for filming this and putting this all together.
yes, glad you're able to be there to video it. I was really afraid it was going to be a waste of a week for you. All right, let's go get some food.
Stop filming me on this.
We're gonna beat the shit out of it. Right? No? Wrong answer?
No, it's the right answer.
Oh, my fingers there.
Turn that off. I want to tell him the thing again. I want to tell him the thing.
So,
Alex is pushing the car backwards. Hold on.
Has I ruined it?
damn it, Megan.